Hi Leos, it's Molly with Soul School Tarot and Astrology. Today I am here with your new moon in Libra tarot readings. Because Libra is the season for love, Libra actually rules the 7th house, which is the house of partnerships. I decided to devote each of my 2 storylines to people who are partnered and people who are not partnered. So the first storyline actually is going to be for Leos who are single. And before you skip ahead, let me go ahead and say this for all of the readings that I'm doing today. This is a collective reading, so it's not going to resonate with absolutely everybody. If you feel it resonating with you, like this is clicking, you know, this sounds like your story, definitely be flexible about whether this is something, especially when it comes to partners, which one of the partners is going through the thing that the cards is talking about. Sometimes there will be 2 different partners. One might be you and one might be the roles are reversed. Okay. So, also be flexible about whether or not you consider yourself to be single or partnered. Because this is a very interesting reading. Like Sagittarius, I love you guys. If you're reading, cross-watching or watching both of these videos, basically like Sagittarius, like the singles don't want to be single and the couples aren't really sure that they want to be couples anymore. So I kind of am getting the sense that my singles reading that I have on the table for Leos right now might actually be applicable to some of you who are not technically out of a relationship yet, but you're really thinking about giving up on it. Does that make sense? I kind of ask people to be fluid about whether they consider themselves to be partnered. Maybe you are technically single, but you've got a connection that you're working on with somebody. Then it'd be good to definitely watch the partnered or the couples reading. But this scenario that I have on the table here, definitely the timeline is going to be very fluid. So maybe things that I'm seeing in the past are happening for you in the present. But there's a lot happening. Okay. If it's not your reading, move along. If it's maybe your friends, send it along. Okay. Crowning this reading, I got the 7 of Coins reversed and the Empress reverse. These are sort of significators. Who are you? Where are you at right now? Okay. I wasn't quite sure what to do with this guy, so I meditated on it a little bit. I pulled our past cards, and it's like literally the first card out of the next deck was also the 7 of Coins reversed. Like I said, I had to kind of meditate on this to, you know, is it impatience? What's going on? The feeling that I get, and this takes me back to another Leo reading I did recently where some of you guys were in a situation that your heart wasn't really in. It might have been this relationship, okay? Or it might have been a relationship that you're kind of already checked out of, okay? Even if you are done with a relationship, you're kind of thinking about your way of going about relationships, or it could be any project, really. This could be any partnership, okay? But you're really kind of thinking of giving up on something because it's not giving you the growth that you want. And I can tell that by the Empress reversed, okay? So you're not feeling, you know, creative and abundant and resourceful like an upright Empress feels. You're feeling kind of stuck and stagnant. And some of you are looking back at the way you've been doing things and wanting to kind of abandon that. Some of you guys are just wanting to give up on, it might be a friendship or a partnership that you've been through, okay? But here's the catch. That feeling of wanting to give up on it, or whatever pattern you're thinking of releasing, the way you've been doing things and you don't want to do it anymore, this has got karmic ties to it, okay? I know this because I've got the devil up. So this is something inside of you that you're fighting for a reason, okay? Because winning that fight is going to help you evolve. Yay! That's what we're here for, you guys, all right? So that's in the past energies surrounding these, the 7 of Coins and the Empress reversed. Okay. Present energies got intense. Okay. We have the Hermit and the King of Coins. So the coins remind me of the fact that we've already had those on the table. They're already reversed. The Hermit is definitely somebody who's going to kind of withdraw and go into themselves. They are contemplating, they're philosophizing, they are meditating a little bit on what it is that they really want. They may be withdrawn and just kind of sitting there, not changing things, being stubborn about the way they've always done things, but they're definitely not trying to break any patterns. Yeah. Okay. Y'all remember which card represents divine intervention. When you're not doing your work, it's the universe is going to come in with a little hammer and bonk your tower down. Okay, so something that you've built up, it's probably has something to do with this pattern, or like the way that you're thinking of something, like your belief systems around something. Okay, the way that you see things now is going to be knocked over. Okay, something chaotic that you have to like is knocking on the door, and you got to open. You got to open. You got to deal with this visitor. Okay, because the universe just brought a freaking hammer in. Okay, the devil has been at your door for a while, but now you really have to answer the door and deal with him in some way, shape, or form. And if you don't do it, he's calling back. He's coming back. The Judgment card reverse shows that this is a cycle that will continue. The universe is going to keep calling you back. Boop, beep, boop, boop, boop. Hi, Leo. Are you ready to deal with the devil at your door? And if you hang up, it's gonna be some time. It'll be some time, but it's going to come back. Okay. So if you don't defeat the devil now, he's going to be back. Okay. So what is the potential future for this situation? It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. All right. We're going to get a little stressed there, right? Don't worry. If you can do the thing, you have some really amazing, new starts for you in the future. Okay. This Hanged Man popped out kind of in between the present and the future. And I feel like this surrendering to the journey, surrendering to the universe. Because if it comes along with a hammer, like, you kind of have to do what it says, right? I mean, you don't have to. You can go ahead and repeat this cycle again and again and again and never evolve. That's up to you. Okay? But the Hanged Man is asking you to surrender the devil, surrender to the experience, okay? Because if you're able to do that and be able to view this issue from a higher vibration, from a more spiritual place, once you've been doing your hermiting, okay, if you can come back out into the world and apply the knowledge that you gain in hermit mode, okay, then you get a lot of amazing things. You get the Ace of Cups, which is new levels of emotional fulfillment. It could be a new love. You get the Ace of Swords, which is a new level of clarity and understanding. And each of them is on the other side of Temperance. And what that tells me is that you're going to be able to use these two things in balance with one another. Your new understanding and your new emotional capacity. All right? This is why the devil comes knocking. Because when we learn to deal with the devil at the door, when we master our karmic cycles, the universe sends us tremendous blessings. And not even just like, oh, I'm going to send you a new relationship that makes you feel as happy as you've ever felt before. But like, no, guess what? You are now capable of feeling even happier than you ever have before. Because that's what evolution does. Okay. All right. Advice for you, don't shoot yourself in the foot here. That's the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords can be an attack. It might feel to you like the universe is kind of attacking you. And you, oh God, these fives stacking up on each other. Bottom of the deck was the 5 of coins. So that it might feel like you're literally just being attacked by this giant, like the universe with a hammer, and that you may not have the resources you need. Don't tell me there's another 5 under there. Whew. You feel like you don't have the resources you need to deal with this, but you do. You're sitting there looking at the things that you don't have. You're looking at the love that's been lost. Okay, you're looking at those cups that have spilled, those emotions that are holding you back, and you've still got, when I say 3 cups are spilled and 2 are upright, that's what the traditional, or the Rider-Waite image, the Coleman Smith image represents. Okay, so that's kind of what the picture is in my mind right now of this. All right, you have to be able to understand that some things just have to be left in the past. Some things you just move forward. You still have the emotional capability to do new things, even if you feel like your 3 cups are spilled, like your Empress isn't empressing. You're not growing right now. You're not thriving. You're not feeling nourished. Okay. But you will, boo-boos. I keep drawing from the bottom of the deck and it just keeps talking truths to me. Okay, so this Ace of Wands is the new energy that comes along. It's an inspiration. It's a fire that gets lit under your butt to get you moving, to break free from the devil. Kick him off your doorstep and do it once and for all. The universe is going to stop bothering you about that. They're going to send you new things to deal with. So, Leos, I'm excited for you. Y'all are about to level up, okay? But watch out, okay? The universe doesn't hate you. And it seems like things are going wrong for you right now. It's not mad at you. It just needs you to look at yourself and your past patterns and behaviors and things that you don't need anymore because you're ready to evolve, all right? Pause. I'll be back for you couples. Hi, Leos. I am back with my storyline for those of you who are currently partnered in some way, shape, or form. And I gotta tell you what, you guys, I've seen this devil so many times in the past few days that I am so pleased to see it come up as the significator in your reading in the reversed position. I've been talking so much about all this karma stuff happening, right? Your relationship, somebody in your relationship, probably the one who plays the role of the feminine energy most often, the receptive energy, okay? The nurturer, not the doer, has broken free from a, they've overcome, I really want to say a part of their ego. Okay, because in the past position, we have the 6 of staves or the 6 of wands reversed, which can be essentially, this is pride and victory. This is somebody who's trying to move forward, but without a great sense of pride, okay? And in fact, it can be a, because they just have too big of an ego, and it takes a lot to fill it. Okay, so somebody who is struggling with ego issues in the past and feelings of not being enough. This is somebody who didn't feel attractive. Because the Queen of Wands upright knows she's sexy. Okay, the Queen of Wands inverted, she's not aware of her power and she doesn't know how to use it correctly. Okay, she's sitting there holding on to that wand. She doesn't even know what to do with it. Okay, and it's often because she doesn't realize her own power. Okay, so I definitely feel it might be karmic, it just might be ego. Okay, because the devil can really represent those things that we're chained to. We can be chained to our self-perceptions and other people's perceptions of us. So high five to somebody in this relationship. If you're a Leo, it could be you. If you are cross-watching for a Leo who maybe is more of the receptive or feminine side, the non-pants wearer, I don't know. It's all too gendered. I don't know how to work around it, okay? But I talked a little bit about the assertive versus receptive energy. So if you're the yin and not the yang, good job, you. Getting over that ego, because you know what this has done? This has completely opened you up, just like I was saying, to my last storyline. I was with the Leo singles. This is like a whole new level of loving that you are capable of doing now. Like the emotional fulfillment that you, like your cup is bigger and can be filled more with happiness. That's exciting. That's why we do the work. You've been doing it. I'm so proud of you guys. Okay. And to clarify that, just because it's one little card, the Five of Staves is like all this mumbo jumbo going on in the past meant like a lot of misdirected energies. And those energies were, and sometimes they're negative thoughts. Sometimes they're, what's the word that I want to think of? Like, self-consciousness. Like, oh my God, my partners look at me do this. Oh, they hate it when I do that. They hate it when I do this. When really they never said that to you. That was you hated it when you do that. You didn't love yourself when you were doing that. And it caused a lot of chaos in the mind. Now that you've been able to drop those, I dropped a lot. Now that you've been able to drop all those crazy negative energies flying around in your head, you've got the Three of Cups. This is a reason to celebrate. And the Page of Cups. Okay? Ace of Cups. Page of Cups. Three of Cups. You get it, right? You get to be happy now. You get to be happy now. Okay? And you get to stay happy. All right, don't you dare talk yourself out of this, because my advice card for the future, or my advice, what's the best thing to do in this situation, was the Three of Cups inverted. And so this is a warning card. Don't forget to celebrate the work that you've done. Okay? Timelines are fluid. Maybe you're fighting the fight right now. Maybe you're a Leo who's feeling just like the Leo that I described in the past, and thinking to yourself, you know what? I am fucking sexy. I am sexy. I am enough. I should be proud of who I am. It's time for me to reach this new level of emotional fulfillment. Y'all are on your way, okay? Now, future energies are telling me that strength is required. And the strength card's not on the table, but that's the Leo card. Well, oh snap. Okay. Strength and justice are two cards that most of the major arcanas, like their numbers, their number. The devil is always number 15. Death is always 13. Almost always. Okay. But in some decks, 8 is the strength card. In some decks, 8 is the justice. Most of my decks, 8 is strength. In this card, in this deck, 8 is justice. And it came out earlier with some 8s to tell me that's what it was for. It's not here right now. Strength card's not here because it's 12 in this deck. I hope I haven't confused you. Put the strength card aside. You're a freaking lion, okay? And lions are strong. So you're going to be able to move forward with this new energy, and it's going to feel good and it's going to feel smooth. But listen, baby doll, this hard work that you've done, go ahead, celebrate it. Don't let it knock you off of your horse, off of your lion, if these feelings pop up again, okay? All right? If these feelings pop up again later, just remember the strength that you have. Remember how sexy you are. Remember how enough you are. Remember how proud of yourself you should be. Yeah. Don't stop celebrating how amazing you are, okay? Because that is what is really going to build this relationship to whole new levels. Okay, and that's true of all relationships. The more you love yourself, the more love you can exchange with another person. And sometimes it takes some hard work. I've been the Queen of Wands inverted. I've been the Five of Pentacles. I've been the Six of Staves inverse. Okay, I've been there. It's not easy getting to where you're a sexy ass Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands like me. I'm the queen of all the things, okay? I'm just full of myself because I love myself, okay? And you deserve that too, all right? My cup is full, hoes. Your cup about to be full too, All right? Kick the devil off your doorstep. I love you all so much. Thank you for letting me deliver this message to you today. And take good care of yourselves.